happened like, I believe that happened like twice. Like once there, and then like one time like in Vegas, it was like me, Marcus, and Chris.
It's niggas that's trying to expose who they are and thinking I'm cool with that.
You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt.
So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches certain.
The feds supposedly dug up some wild footage linking big names to the scandal, Chris Stokes being one of them. This just flipped the Diddy scandal on its head. And poor Chris is out here sweating bullets.
I make it real organic, but I do like a little video where I'm playing the song or whatever, and I clear that shit up for everybody or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I can either do it that way. Hold on.
I'm just saying, like, I don't even want you to play the song. Like, I just want you to be like, because I'm on a whole other page, and like, I got endorsers and shit. I'm getting a lot of.
When the footage made headlines, insiders said Stokes vanished from the spotlight, dodging cops and cameras. His disappearing act only made people more suspicious, cranking up the buzz. Now whispers claim Diddy might toss Stokes under the bus by spilling tea on his role in those parties, hoping to shift heat from his own legal mess. With Diddy's image collapsing fast, he could drag other big names down with him and, a former mob enforcer says will know for sure if he makes that move.
If he does get bail,
listen.
Yeah. If he does get bail, that means he's helping them. That's it. That's the only way you get bail in the feds. Usually. That's it.
Super interesting.
That's how it.
Things get even messier when you dig into Stokes' past with XB2K member Raz B way back in 2007. Raz B accused Stokes of sexually abusing him and his brother Ricardo while they were under his management.
I ate that on the floor. Chris was on the bed. Marcus was right there next to me. Once he tried to penetrate me, and then I told him I was bleeding. I said, it hurts. Wow, what the fuck? It hurt, dude. It hurt. It hurt me. I'm a kid. So he was like telling me that it's okay. So I was like, okay, it's okay. He put his dick in my booty hole, bro. And me my dick. With Chris laying on the bed, watching with the big ass polo, teddy bear, and the big ass pillows on the bed. And watching. That shit not cool, bro.
Are you talking about the same room with the burgundy stuff in there?
What?
Was at the time when you was in the room, was the couch like red burgundy, like the burgundy couch? Was it burgundy? No, it was blue.
It was his bedroom.
Chris's room.
I was laying outside the bedroom. I was in Chris's bedroom. He had big ass polo pillows, and he had a polo teddy bear with a polo shirt on the teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was laying out.
Are you talking about Are you talking about that wooden bed Chris had, that real high wooden bed?
Raz alleged that Stokes abused his power to manipulate and exploit young boys in the industry. He even dragged Marcus Houston into it, hinting that Houston picked up those toxic behaviors straight from Stokes.
The first time that Marcus ever put his dick in my booty was in that room too.
So Marcus took you too?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
That happened like, I believe that happened like twice. Like once there, and then like one time like in Vegas, it was like me, Marcus, and Chris, and like that shit.
When I told Taz about the shit, she didn't believe me. And I told her, I said he has a black mole on his left nut.
You talking about Chris's dick?
What?
You talking about Marcus or Chris's dick?
I'm talking about Marcus's dick.
Yeah.
There's a black mole on his nut.
Yeah, he's not circumcised, and he's not circumcised either.
Marcus Houston is not circumcised. No.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's not.
And he asked me to suck his dick. I told him no. I want him to do that shit. But he wanted me to. While Chris laid there and watched.
Man, I'm sorry.
Me and Chris, me and Marcus being in the shower, he he arranged everything. It was so crazy, bro.
Yeah, Chris did the same shit. See, Chris would try to work through the kids and work through Marcus because he already got Marcus at a young age, and he would work through Marcus to see it.
And
Shit is sick. Man, you sick. You know what? This is the type of stuff that makes me upset.
That's nasty.
I didn't know what was going on. Them motherfuckers was either fucking or something, but they was in the bathroom. I remember on the tour bus. Oh my God, we was in the far back. You know, in the back of the tour bus.
Meanwhile, Stokes has kept denying it all, even trying to pin the blame on others, including his own brother, Ricardo Thornton. Things got even crazier when footage appeared of Ray J on a call with Raz B, allegedly passing along messages from Jay-Z and Diddy telling Raz to take back his claims about Stokes. In the clip, Raz looked visibly shaken, fully realizing how serious it had gotten, while Ray J claimed both Jay-Z and Diddy were leaning hard on him to protect Stokes.
Statement saying Ray is my nigga. He did some shit where they was in a business venture with Chris Stokes then, because Chris Stokes then was some suckers and they tried to steal Ray money, and he did this songs about him.
So look, send me that. Ray J, do me an exact favor. Text that shit to my phone.
Oh my nigga, I'm not no motherfucking publicist. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, listen, nigga. But Young Buck, text that shit to me, nigga. Text it to me.
Niggas is over here getting lowly, bruh.
Y'all niggas crazy. Yo, you know what? Where y'all niggas at right now? I'm about to come fuck with y'all. Where y'all niggas at? I'm coming to fuck with y'all niggas. Where y'all at? I got you. Where you at, Ray? I'm coming to fuck with you right now.
And recording real quick. Then give me the number to call at the hotline.
Shut up, nigga. I got it. I text it. I put in my words. I got it. I got you. I love you.
No, Raz, I love you, nigga. I need you to do this for me.
Done.
And maybe in a crazy place in his life, and I got his back, and my prayers go out to him. I said a lot of reckless things about Chris Stokes, which I'm totally in a whole new place now, and I would never do that now. But I said some shit about them stealing my money or whatever, and I guess Raz was inspired by that. But I got love and respect for everybody.
Got you.
I'm at right now.
So what I have the network. So yo, Buck.
Sylvia Rome and Steve Rifkin, nigga, giving me millions, my nigga. On top of VH1 giving me millions.
Yo, Ray, got you.
I got niggas in my corner upset with me.
So hey, I got
the head, and then on top of all that, I got the head of VH1, and I got the head of a couple other niggas that's on some kind of fruity shit, calling me, trying to get my number, taking me out on dates, my nigga. I don't need that either. Oh shit.
No, I feel you. Yeah, no, I know. I already know. Yep.
You know, I heard. You know what I'm saying?
But where y'all at?
My nigga. It's niggas that's trying to expose who they are and thinking I'm cool with that.
In the end, Raz B suddenly retracted his claims, praising Stokes and saying his earlier accusations came from unresolved emotional pain. The about-face left fans and observers suspicious, with many believing Raz had been pressured into flipping his story. What made it even more unsettling was the link between Stokes, Diddy, and R. Kelly, who all collaborated on B2K's hit track Bump.
Let me get this straight. The song was written and produced by R. Kelly. The rap feature is Diddy. And B2K's manager was Chris Stokes. Talk about a triple whammy.
As these stories keep unraveling, Diddy's empire is crumbling. Big brands like Revolt TV and Macy's have already cut ties, and the lawsuits against him keep stacking up. At the same time, Stokes is under mounting scrutiny for his alleged misconduct, with the public demanding justice for the victims. Now both Stokes and Diddy seem locked in a high-stakes survival game, ready to sacrifice each other to dodge the full fallout. They may stall the inevitable, but the truth has a way of catching up. Usher's entanglement with Diddy is no random detail either. He lived with Diddy as a teen, the same age Justin was when he first connected with the mogul. The trail goes back to when Scooter Braun discovered Bieber and introduced him to Usher, who took the 13-year-old under his wing. But dig deeper and it gets darker. Usher himself was just 13 when music mogul L.A. Reid sent him to live with Diddy, and that's allegedly where the trouble first began.
To New York City. and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. You know, I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Reports suggest Diddy's influence over Usher back then was anything but innocent, casting him as a predator drawn to young, impressionable boys. Fast forward, and Usher has stayed quiet about those years with Diddy, only dropping vague hints about what he witnessed. And of course, there's that viral moment when Diddy himself casually admitted that he and Usher once shared a bed.
Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Seriously, it's enough to make you stop and rethink everything, while Usher stays silent on the details. It's obvious something disturbing went down, something he'd never want his own kids around. Meanwhile, Diddy's image has been crumbling for years, with rumors of misconduct trailing him long before Cassie's explosive lawsuit pulled the curtain back on years of alleged abuse. Since then, more accusers have stepped forward. And now even the feds are circling, making it hard to imagine Diddy escaping clean. And as if that wasn't wild enough, other celebs have hinted at shady behavior too, like 50 Cent recalling how Diddy once offered to take him shopping, an invite he instantly shut down because it felt way too suspicious.
Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff. When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like, he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Knighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of it. No, dude, you take me. That's what the guy says.
Usher's alleged ties to Diddy during his early years may have left lasting scars, not just for him, but possibly for other rising stars, like Justin Bieber. Rumors even suggest Usher might have caught an STD from one of Diddy's infamous freak-offs.
Dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
And what you mean by Diddy camp?
Remember? He was on one of the talk shows. The white guy with the curly hair. What's his name? The white guy with the curly hair. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Damn, man. And you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
Kim's book reportedly lays out Diddy's relationships with men, complete with footage, names of partners, and even claims of a disease he allegedly passed to Usher, something Gene Deal had already hinted at some time.
Don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that. And they may be doing something, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that. And then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. So I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you hear it, and that's what happened. And that's just, that's something that you heard. You don't know if it's true, you just heard it. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard. It's something that I didn't know. It's something that I ain't see. A lot of people want to, because Gene Deal has spoken on certain things that I've heard, I have spoken on it. But then they were just trying to say, I know. No, I'm not scared to say what I heard. And if there's any truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it. Things that I've saw or things that I've witnessed and been a part of, I've said it. I'm not afraid to say what I saw or what I didn't see. A lot of people want to make up shit. I don't make up things. When I say Puff go in the room with two girls, you understand, and another guy and a rapper, and then all of a sudden they cousin try to go in the room, I throw them up against the piano, they run out the room grabbing towels and they naked. They still had two girls.
Comment, right, saying that you knew someone that went through Jimmy Hitchman proffer agreement for a drug case. And the proffer agreement revealed that Jimmy Hitchman, he could have walked away if he would have given up Diddy. What you mean by that?
Well, what happened is that they had 9 different sessions with Jimmy Hitchman regarding his proffer agreement. So that means the feds went in there 9 different times to talk to him. And in those sessions, they asked him what do you know about Sean Puffy Combs or Sean Diddy Combs? I don't think it was Puffy at that time. It wasn't Diddy at the time. But what do you know about Sean John Puffy Combs having sex with underage boys? And you got to realize, and people never think about this, that Jimmy and his brother, I think they had the same charges. But his brother walked away from that, and Jimmy gets life without the possibility of parole, I think. Which is crazy. For any drug charge. Nobody should spend their life in jail for drug charges. And just drug charges. But I think they try to tie him to some murders or something like that. I don't know that to be for sure. But he shouldn't spend his life in jail for no drug charges. Not at all. So, but they was gonna let him walk. If he'd have probably had to for that proffer agreement, they probably let him walk. If he had any information regarding Puff having sex with underage boys. That the feds asked him in 2011. In 2011, brother. So what did the feds know? Because the feds not coming there unless somebody made a report or somebody made some allegations against Puff in 2011 to ask a friend of his, Jimmy Henchman, what do you know about that? But for them to ask him about that, it had to be more than a rumor. Somebody made a complaint somewhere. And the feds got hold to that complaint. Now they're going to investigate that complaint when they get people under the...
According to Kim, Usher wasn't the only one allegedly victimized. Diddy was said to have similar encounters with young boys. What many don't know is that in 2013, the FBI reportedly suspected Diddy's involvement with minors. During a debrief with federal agents, former music manager turned kingpin James Rosemond was even asked about entertainers' sexual preferences, including whether Diddy had relationships with underage boys.